Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I'm here to chat with you a little bit. It's mostly going to be about the fabric frenzy. So if you're not interested in that at all, you can leave anytime. I won't cry. I won't shed a tear. Isn't there a song like that? Stand by me. Something about I won't cry, I won't shed a tear. I'm pretty sure. Now that I think of it, I think that's all this video is going to be about. I was going to tell you that there is no upcycled fashions today like I was hoping because I'm just too busy. I'm just too busy with the Fabric Frenzy and the new Fabric Friday that I'm going to be doing on Patreon. And I have all kinds of info about that. You can join my Peanut Gallery Facebook group, and I have a video in there that talks specifically about Patreon and a little trick that some of you don't know about how to get in there and watch and not even be charged. You want to know that trick? Go join my Peanut Gallery Facebook group. Watch that video. It's all cool. I'm allowed to tell you these things because it's just how Patreon works. And I have mentioned it here on this channel before, but just want to remind you guys that if you're at all interested in the Fabric Friday or the Fabric Frenzy, even though Fabric Frenzy is now hosted on eBay, you still want to be inside my group because you get to have the links and you'll know, sometimes sneak peeks of what's coming up, all that jazz. Okay, let's talk about the Frenzy first and then Fabric Friday. And I have some points that I try to make each time, so you're going to see me looking at my computer as I read those points, and I just want to make sure that I cover everything. I'll probably have other things that I wish I would have mentioned when I think of them, during the 6 weeks till the next Frenzy. I update my script, but the thing is I lost my script when my computer died on me, so I had to start over, so I don't remember everything I always want to tell you guys. I just know I'm talking too much already. Let me pull up my script and we'll get started. Okay, let's start with the Fabric Frenzy because that is what most of you are going to be involved with if you're involved at all. That is open to everyone. You don't have to be on Patreon. It is a fabric sale. Nothing more, nothing less. This is all stuff that's brand new that I purchased at Martin's. This runs from noon Eastern, that's when the first listing will pop up on eBay on Saturday, May 26th, and it ends at 10 p.m. Eastern. I think the last listing is scheduled for 9:45, and if it sells out or whatever, we'll be wrapping things up by 10 p.m. I do let the thing stay on eBay up until I start getting ready to actually pack the orders. Once I start packing the orders, which would be either probably Monday, because I expect it to be pretty busy. So Sunday, I sort all the orders. Monday, I will probably start packing. When I start packing, I delete all the listings because at that point, I don't want any more sales. That's the kind of person I am. I only want to sell so much, and then I'm done. I just don't want to be confused with other things coming in. It gets hectic. If you're not familiar with eBay, come out from under the rock that you've been living under and go to eBay, set up your account. I don't know what it entails. I joined eBay back in 2000, so I don't remember how I joined, but I'm sure it has changed in 18 years. But go ahead, set up your account so you're ready for that. On eBay, I use their global shipping program. So if you are outside of the United States, you are still more than welcome to buy any of the fabric that you like. I will still ship free. All the listings are free shipping, but for international, outside of the US, I will ship free to the global shipping center, but then you have to pay what eBay charges you to get it sent to you. And do be aware that there can be customs charges on your end also, but I am more than happy to at least get the package to the global shipping, so that does save you at least that much, and then eBay takes care of the rest. It's all out of my hands once they get the package. It's a good program, and it covers a ton of countries. Not all, but somewhere on the listing, you can click to see about the shipping or whatever, and it should let you know if your country is part of it and how much the charge should be, because I do put the weight of the packages and the type of package in there, so it should be pretty accurate. I think I did mention it's a good idea to join the Peanut Gallery Facebook group. The link is always down below in my description and also in the pinned comment. And it's a quiet group. Don't think it's broken. I'm the only one who posts, and I leave comments off. Even during the Fabric Frenzy, I leave comments off. I would go completely nuts if comments were left on during the frenzy. So it's just quiet. You can always message me inside eBay if you have a question about something. So, you know, there is always a way to get in touch with me, but I like to keep it down to the minimum, if at all possible. I think I'm just going to leave my glasses on because I keep taking them off. And I did mention that I do give you guys some sneak peeks if I can, you know, during the day, let you guys know, like sometimes what time a certain item will be coming out and, you know, whatever. But for the most part on eBay, it's every 15 minutes on the hour, the half hour, and the quarter hours. I have, I think, 34, so I think I need to do 6 more listings. 6, which I should be able to get done by Saturday, and then that will be a total of 40 listings, and that starts at noon, ends at 10 Eastern. All the times are Eastern time. And like I said, I do post links inside the group as soon as something goes live, as long as I remember. I'm usually pretty good at that, and then it's, you know, easy access, and you'll get notified inside Facebook, which is why you want to be part of the group. I will also still mark things as sold out in the group if they do indeed sell out. You're always free to still go look at the listing. You know, it won't let you buy. Hopefully, eBay has been very good. They only let me oversell once. So there is still a possibility that if, you know, a bunch of people jump on something within the same second or two, that it can oversell. If that happens, obviously, I would refund you for that. And, you know, I will apologize in advance. I can't control that, but it certainly was better on eBay than on my blog because that was a nightmare. I oversold on, I think it was 55 or 59 items. That was a lot of refunding, a lot of headache. Oh my God, it was just terrible. I don't iron the stuff that I get at Martin's. You get it the way I get it. Sometimes things were cut and a little bit thready. If it's a total mess, you know, I will try to press it a little bit and trim. But for the most part, you're getting it the way I got it. When I measure things, I tend to round down. So if something's like 12¼ inches wide, I'll say 12, just because I want to make sure you're getting at least that. For the frenzy, if you find ways to contact me, I will not reply to questions like, oh, I saw those cat panels. When are those coming up? How much are they going to be? Can you please hold 3 of them for me? The frenzy is a frenzy. It's called that because it's a frenzy. I want you to be as frenzied as I am, as everyone is. You don't get that information. When I talk about Fabric Friday, you'll hear, you know, benefits to being in Patreon for that. But for the frenzy, I don't let you know that stuff unless I show you a sneak peek. But I never tell you the price in advance. I want you guys to hang out with me and see for yourself. It's the whole idea about it. So I don't give away a lot of information during a frenzy. And I don't hold for anyone. I just don't. And I don't care if you beg and plead and promise. I'm not holding orders for anyone. You gotta just do like everybody else does and go on eBay, use buy it now, and buy the sucker, and then you're good. I'm always asked, what can I do with the fabric panels? I do have some good panels coming out for you guys on Saturday, and I always say you can do whatever you want. Some of the panels are like a full panel that can be used as a quilt top for like a child-size quilt, or you can add fabric all around it to make it a full-size quilt and have that big panel be like the center of the quilt. You can use those sometimes for window treatments. It's kind of cool. You close the curtains like in a child's room and you have the patterns. Or you can fussy cut. You can cut parts of it. Other panels are like blocks, and some are pillow panels. Even the pillow panels can be used in a quilt. All the blocks can be cut out and have fabric put around them and put inside a quilt. You can do whatever you want. And if you get a panel that's like maybe, 12 blocks on there or whatever, you can put some batting and a backing and then just stitch around each block and it will look like you put that together. It's a cheater's quilt. You just, use it as is, don't cut, back it, batting, do whatever, and just stitch around the blocks and do your machine quilting if you want, and you've got a quilt. But for the most part, I think people use the blocks, they cut them out and they use them in their quilting projects. Good tote bags too, if the blocks are bigger. I've got some nice blocks. I'm anxious for you guys to see them. I think that's pretty much it for the regular Fabric Frenzy. I feel like I forgot a lot of stuff, but again, as I think of things that I forgot, I'll add it to the script and we'll do better next time. Now, Fabric Friday. Here's how this is going to work. I hope. I'm not even really set up for it yet, but I'm going to work on it all night. Currently, for this one coming up, because I wasn't able to really do what I would like to do and have enough, it's going to be available to patrons at the $3 level. I will tell you right up front, in advance, because I don't want people to get pissed off if that price goes up later. But what I have in my mind and how much I want to bring to you guys for that type of sale is a lot of work. It won't be as bad for this one, but moving forward, the price might go up as, the pledge price. But don't worry about it. Nobody ever has to do this if you're not interested in the fabric. If you are interested in the fabric, the pledge will always be worth it if you are someone who likes to buy the fabric because the prices will be lower. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So don't panic, but, hopefully if you're interested in the fabric at all, I hope that you like the idea of being able to do a preview, an early bird sale, or whatever it is inside Patreon. I'm not taking away from the Peanut Gallery group. I'm not doing this as a tricky way to get people to be patrons. It's just another avenue that I'm going down, and I feel like I have to constantly defend myself for such an action. It's just another job for me. It's like a side gig. I need to expand and do all kinds of things that I want to do. And you just have to understand that nothing is set in stone. I am still doing the Fabric Frenzies for you guys, for the regular Peanut Gallery group, although it's not just exclusive to the group anymore because I'm forced in the way to do it on eBay because it wasn't working out on my blog. It was overselling too many things. And I can't promise that the Fabric Frenzies are going to last, certainly not forever. One of the reasons I made this change is because when we had the whole overselling issue, that just took away my happiness with the Frenzies. Then I did the last one on eBay. We'll try that, I thought. But it did not bring enough of the excitement back. So I was really thinking, and with Skylar coming very soon, I thought maybe it's a good time now to just stop doing the Frenzies, and then after Skylar leaves, I can come up with something else. But I thought this way, it might bring back some of the excitement for me. I want you guys to still have Frenzies if I can bring them to you. And one way I can bring the Frenzy to you was to make it more exciting for me, and that's why I added Fabric Friday. So just, please look at it that way. It's not that I'm trying to take away or that I don't appreciate the customers I already have. Of course I appreciate that, but I need to keep always doing different things. I don't know why some people don't understand that. It's just very odd to me. Very, very odd. Just don't understand why people want so much to try to make somebody feel bad for the things that they're excited about. I'm excited. Let me have that. I don't care if you're not excited or you don't like my choices, but you just don't have to be, a bitch about it. Some of the feedback that I get from people, it's like, what the hell? Are you even an adult? It's like, it's just crazy. I'm thinking, if I can, I would like the Fabric Friday store to be open from 12 noon Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern. And then I will shut it down. So people who go into Patreon for that, once that the sale is over, I'm killing that. Because I can't be doing that and eBay at the same time. So Fabric Friday is on Friday, and then at 10 p.m. or whenever, I'll see how it goes. I'm just making things up as I go. That's going to be all done, and then the only option for everyone on Saturday is the frenzy on eBay. Even patrons will be forced to pay those prices because the prices are lower inside Patreon. That's why I said, even with the pledge, if you order a couple of things, you're going to be saving money in the long run. Do go into my Peanut Gallery Facebook group because I have a little tip, a little video in there that tells you how you can go inside and look at my Patreon for nothing. And there's no rush in there. For sure, I'm trying to get my half-yard cuts ready for you guys. I'm going to be up all night doing this, but you'll be able to see all the prints that I have. And you'll be able to, say, well, gee, I like this one, this one, this one. Whereas on eBay, you have to, decide, do I want this one or not knowing what's coming up, because that's the frenzy part. So I think some of you will like it much better inside Patreon. Only you're not going to have access to everything. I can't possibly do it because I'm so new to this that I have to, figure out the whole setup and all that stuff. But I will try to get at least all my half yards, and it's such cool fabric. It's fabric that I have used before in the fat quarters and stuff, and I hate to even see it leave my house because I just love looking at the prints. Some of them are just, I love the prints so much, but I am sacrificing all that beauty and selling it by the half yard, and you'll have a chance to look at that. And I don't think things will oversell because I don't think people are going to be jumping on everything at the same time. I'm not sure yet how the PayPal buttons are going to be. I don't know if I want to learn how to do the add to cart and put the cart button. I'm going to try, but I don't know. It might have to be that you still have to pay for each order, which I hate. I hate that idea, but we'll see. Again, I'm in the learning stages right now, and things will improve as we go. But I'd love to have you right there for the first one. I think you're going to like it. Oh, the other thing is, if this works, I may have some flash sales. I'd like to do that while Skylar's here because I would like to be able to do something with her business related, but that's not overly time consuming. But if I have flash sales, I will offer to patrons first, and then what's left will be offered to the Peanut Gallery Facebook group. In Patreon, I can't turn comments off there, so comments are on, and I will be available to answer questions. Like if you come in for the sale and you do have specific questions about fabric or whatever, I am free to answer that, but I'm not going to answer questions about what's coming out on eBay the next day. I can't be overwhelmed with tons of questions or comments or yeehaw, I got one. That starts to get very loud for me, but I will let patrons know, this is becoming too much, and we'll just deal with it. What I love about Patreon is patrons are there because they really know me, and they're very understanding and forgiving and patient. It's my safe place. A few trolls come in, and I worry that more will come in because of the fabric sale. So that's very scary for me, but I think it's all going to be good. If it's not, if somebody is troublesome in there, I can block them from Patreon. So it's like, it's not like, if somebody is a troll on YouTube and just, watches my videos and finds ways to contact me and, through Facebook or whatever. Patreon, I can just block people, so that's pretty good. Oh, the other thing that sucks, my blog, see, this is going to be on my blog like it used to be, and I'm going to be sharing the links inside Patreon. The reason I don't think I'm going to be overselling is because there's not that many people inside Patreon who really are going to be there to shop for fabric. And since it's going to be like store format, I don't think people are going to just be jumping on things really, really quick. If I was to do it on my blog and share the link in my group like I used to, you guys jump on it, and that's where we oversell. So, blame all that if you don't like the changes. But, changes are always good. I think you guys in the long run will like it better this way. I think you really will like being able to see what I have and not waiting to see what's coming up next. But the bad thing is my blog is not mobile friendly. My theme is old and it's not a mobile friendly theme. So I don't know If there's going to be issues with how the pages look, if you're using a phone, I don't even know why anyone would want to do any kind of shopping on a phone with a little tiny screen, but most people do nowadays. And if there's issues, you can always let me know inside Patreon, but I won't be able to fix anything. But, you know, it's something that I can look at moving forward. You know, I really do need to update my blog and get a mobile-friendly theme. So this is all stuff that I can do at some point. I'll put it on my forever growing list. You know, if there are issues, you know, please let me know. And again, if you don't like the way things are going, you can leave, and there's a video explaining that inside the group. Please join the group. Even if you're outside of the US, you might want to join the group so you will at least be alerted when the eBay stuff starts going up. And I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm getting tired. Inside Patreon, again, because it's on my blog, it's USA only. I think that's it. I'm sure I'll think of other things, but I'm going to get busy. I have to finish up putting more items on eBay that will be ready for Saturday. Do see me, whether you're doing Patreon or not, do see me inside the group. Noon, Saturday, noon Eastern. I will be there getting ready for the first listing that comes out on eBay. We will just see how this goes. I'm excited and I'm scared at the same time, but I think I'm mostly excited. So that's it. I'm going to stop now, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye.